All right, let's dive into Unit 5, Infection Control. We're getting straight into it with your first major case study, which is all about a place called the Meadows Group. This is where things get real, where all the theory you've been learning finally hits the ground running. The unit opens with this quote, and honestly, we have to start here too. It's blunt, right? No sugarcoating. Infection and disease can kill. It sets the stakes immediately, and it's the core reason this stuff matters so much. There really are no small mistakes in this field. So yeah, let's talk about those stakes. Infection control, it's not just some box-ticking exercise or a boring procedure. We're talking about a life-or-death practice, especially for the most vulnerable people in our communities. It really is all about protecting those who can't always protect themselves.
Okay, so we've established the why. Now let's get to the where. It's time to meet the setting for your entire case study. The Meadows Group.
So this is it, the Meadows Group. It's a family-run provider, and it's actually got 3 different facilities. For this whole unit, I want you to think of this as your workplace. These are your colleagues, and the residents, they are your direct responsibility. And just look at who you'll be protecting. In the residential home, you've got 22 older adults who might have physical or sensory challenges. Then in the nursing home, the stakes get even higher. 24 residents, some living with dementia, needing round-the-clock medical attention. And finally, the short-stay center has 18 people who are there because they're at their most fragile, recovering from things like strokes or major surgery. Each group here is vulnerable in its own specific way. So, we've met the people, we've seen the place. Now, let's talk about what happens when things go wrong. Let's look at the incident that started this whole thing, the moment control was lost. It's the big question, isn't it? We have all these rules, all these procedures, and they exist for a very good reason. But what does it actually look like when that system fails? This is what happens. A real, preventable event, a norovirus outbreak. It tore through the residential care home, hitting the very people who were most susceptible. This isn't a hypothetical problem. It actually happened, and it's the reason you're here, to make sure it never, ever happens again. So that crisis in the past? It now defines your mission for the future. You're not just here to learn facts from a book, you are here to actively step in and prevent the next outbreak. Now, you can bet the management at the Meadows Group is desperate to make sure this is a one-time thing. And that is exactly where you come in. You're being brought in as the expert, the one who can help them strengthen their defenses and keep everyone safe. And here's the best part. Your assessment for this unit is tied directly to this real-world mission. Just look at this table. You won't just write about hand washing, you're going to demonstrate it. You won't just read about precautions, you will create an actual information sheet for the staff. Every single learning goal is connected to a practical, hands-on task that directly helps the Meadows Group. And that right there is the heart of this entire unit. It's about taking all that knowledge that's been in your head and putting it into your hands, into action, in a way that can make a genuine difference. For example, you're going to be demonstrating proper hand washing. I mean, this is the absolute cornerstone of infection control, right? It's a physical skill you have to master and, just as importantly, be able to explain to someone else step by step. And that's the other side of the coin. It's not just about how to do something, it's about why. Why this pair of gloves? When is a mask really necessary? You have to be able to explain the purpose of personal protective equipment so that every action is understood, not just done on autopilot. That's how you build a real culture of safety. So everything you're about to learn, every single procedure and principle, it's all designed to get you ready for this role. Think about it. You are the barrier between a virus and a vulnerable person. You are the shield. So the only question left is the one right there on the screen. Are you ready to be the first line of defense?